This is another one of my favorites, so I'm going to go ahead and comment on it. That coat actually fit him perfectly. That's exactly how we wanted it to look. Um, and certainly it was an excellent job. And the sword is real, very real. We don't mess around. I mean, it's all legit things, quite dangerous, and we all do our own stunts. Remember that during this episode. I think that was him trying to do an English accent. Jan was our history buff for this episode, and I am a red coat. That is my costume. I loved it. I loved being a bad guy. It really showed dynamic to my character. See, this is all real. She could have killed him. Scary stuff. And I'm sticking my costume back on. That was tape holding it together. You're getting all the secrets. I shouldn't even be telling you this. We had a lot of Roberts, a lot of Bobs on this gig. Robert Golden was great. Really sweet guy. Very professional. He looks like a history professor, actually. I thought the casting was great for this to be our American Revolutionary episode. He looks like he probably taught that to me when I was a kid. And you always learn something on family practice, you know? Even if you've learned it a million times before, who doesn't want to hear about the American Revolution? We should all be thankful. Or something. I still think about that cheesecake, and the olives were really good. It's funny because we didn't take a boat to get out there, but I love the boat shots. I wish we had taken a boat. Beautiful central islip day. The colors were not enhanced. This is really what it looks like. It was hot too, really hot. Tom Sparks was great. Here he is, looking tan and professional. I don't know what the right word for him would be or what I can say on this commentary, but his character, he was pretty douchebaggy. Yeah, I said it. Don't hold that against Nurse Kitty, but he was, and he did it well. Bunny just settled right in. I love it. She may hate us, but she's still polishing his sword. You see, Nurse Kitty's really good at pretending. She really hates this guy. Can you tell? I want to hand him a pamphlet that's like how not to be annoying. But you'll get to know him better later. professor, always correcting. So Nurse Kitty always rolls with the punches. She just does whatever the doctor needs. Even play the enemy. My accent, by the way, I almost forgot. I did my best. I did not realize when we came out there to shoot this episode that I had to speak in an English accent. So it's totally off the cuff. But I might slide into a little Scottish. I'm not sure. But you know, the English army was from all over. They weren't just from London or something. So I think it still worked. Catch that little like angel baby ornament hanging by the window. I love that. Tons of little knickknacks in this office, and I swear to you, none of it was placed by us. We didn't have to. You see what I'm saying about Tom? He's good. Working hard or hardly working. Ah, I love this part. I think I came out here and I didn't realize that Robert was going to be wearing just a smock. I'm not sure what he was wearing underneath, so just don't even wonder. We're all very professional, so I can only guess. It was so hot out there. We should have all been at the beach. I'm hoping for a beach episode someday. That coat is just phenomenal. You should see Robert trying to get that coat on, actually. It was pretty funny. I think he might have ripped it at one point, and we thought, oh, the whole episode's done. Can't go on now. But we could have just used tape, I suppose, to pull it together. And this, I'm not sure we should have been messing with those things, but we did anyway because it started to feel like that this office was ours. Um, I'm not going to tell you if I looked in any folders. I'll just say no, I didn't. But I was curious. Can you imagine the health ailments of central islip? I loved that we threw in the big city here too. Tom was a big hotshot hospital runner from the city. I love it. It really opens it up. There are the donuts. We really ate those, and they were delicious. I think Dr. Family The whole office reminds us to be a little silly sometimes, to have some fun, and not take life too seriously, like his younger brother does. And this is why Kitty hates him so much. Well, that and he calls me by my Christian name, which I absolutely hate. I like to think Kitty is a little new age, like maybe she's practiced Wiccan or something, and you would never know it. Um, and she probably owns a gun. That's what I imagine in my head when I play her. See, she gets evil. I think it was the English. Throwing the English in just like totally made me angry. It was like everyone was actually trying to secede from me. And that cold pack wasn't really cold. But this is a good one. This Bunny and Kitty actually bond. I think we find common ground here. That table is actually really comfortable too. I got to lie down, rest for a minute from my temper tantrum. And good old family values. Who hasn't had to deal with a younger brother that you just want to kill? Or an older brother for that matter. It goes both ways. And in the end, like, they're all just little boys again. I love it. Just gonna fight it out. See, that was an improv moment, if you can't tell. That was really funny. And there's Bob again. He brought all his own props. I think that's important to mention. He actually owns all of this stuff. Now pay close attention, because this is when it gets really heavy. I don't know. What's behind my back? I don't know. There was some issues with the squirt guns. I remember now, because New York State, they won't sell squirt guns, or guns in general. Any toy guns, they won't sell. So we had to really scrounge around for those. I hope Bob didn't steal them from some like little kid next door or something. I think it's okay. But this fight, oh my gosh. It was so much fun. Bob brought silly string. I think that the historical accuracy of this scene is really important because we all know that this is how we fought the American Revolution. But you know what? That was the most fun. And I still get to be a part of the crew. My English accent and all. Be sure to look around the office. You see the junk food in the corner. That's for $1 each. Really was there. Or I think it went to charity or something. And then the kittens in the background are really my favorite. I think Kitty really liked those too. I still have silly string in my hair. Okay, so this killed me. I was watching the end of this episode, and I was like, oh, I love Nurse Kitty. She's just so wonderful. Why didn't anyone tell me I had silly string in my hair? Honestly. I mean, it like, just dangling. I think I still had it all the way back to New York, too, which is pretty funny.
Cats don't talk to me, they're taking her side, I'm sure. They hear the sound as if she's coming round, and all three of us stare